What is up, guys? So today I want to talk about born entrepreneur or made entrepreneur. I always thought made entrepreneur. I was like, oh no, I'm not an entrepreneur. And then I thought back. I'm like, okay, well, my mom was telling me this story when I was 3 years old and I made paper rainbows and I went door to door selling them to people. And then another time when I was younger, I coaxed my big brother to make me a whole bucket full of paper airplanes, and I was trying to go sell those door to door. And then fast forward a few years later, me and a friend, I think grade 1 or something like that, me and a friend wanted to buy walkie-talkies because we thought we could talk from house to house. We lived about half a block from each other. So we started a snow shoveling company. We just went door to door shoveling people's snow, and we did it for a while, and we got a lot of money for 2 little kids. I think we got like $100 or something like that in like 2 days. And then fast forward to high school. I dabbled in making money in high school, just in this way and that way. And then I hit about the time when I needed a job. Or when I was older. I was about 18 years old, and I was coming up on 19, and so I really wanted to work at an off sale. And so I got a job at this off sale, and I basically went to the job interview. Like, I applied a couple times. I was like trying to talk to the manager. I was wearing a bandana and a backwards hat, and you know, I was this little breakdancing hip-hop graffiti kid. And he goes, I really need someone right now. He goes, I'm probably gonna fire you. And I was like, awesome. So he's like, yeah, I'll take you for an interview in the office. And so yeah, anyways, I got hired, and it turns out he loved me. I was the best employee ever, and I was slinging beer, and in no time he promoted me to bartender. I quickly changed my my backwards hat and bandana style for like a leather jacket and Caesar haircut. I know I'm wearing a backwards hat right now, but whatever. So I did bartending, and I loved it. I wanted to be the best bartender in the whole world. So did bartending, ran into this guy who was a waiter. He worked at a fancy waiter restaurant, and at this restaurant, one of the waiters, there was only 3 waiters that worked there. It was super fine dining, and one had worked there for 30 years, the other had worked there for 18 years, and then he had been working there for like 5. And so the waiter that was working there for 18 years had a falling out with the owners of the business, and a job opening came up, and he got me the job. And so I was a very good bartender, terrible waiter. So it took a lot of polishing to get me into fine dining. So I went from kind of leather jacket guy to all of a sudden always wearing fine groomed suits, or 3-piece anyways. I'd always wear a vest and you know, nice shoes and pants, and I was a fancy waiter, and so we were doing cooking dinners tableside, doing flambéed coffees and so forth. So I did that for 5 or 6 years, and then I had a falling out with the owners there, and so after that I didn't really know what to do. I was kind of bouncing around jobs. I didn't really want to bartend. There wasn't too much money in bartending. I had met my wife and got married and so forth. So we have little kids, and who's going to stay at home with the little kids? So I stayed at home with the little kids, and I started up a bartending service on the side. So the rest is history. I started a bartending service, and I still worked as a part-time waiter, and I stayed at home during the days with my kids, and then ended up buying photo booths, one photo booth. We kind of just bought a camera and a laptop computer and a screen, And yeah, then this past summer done rentals, and that's the story of me. So I think I've always been an entrepreneur, and I took a little break and you know, found a skill, and then I turned it into a business. So that's my thing. Are you born or are you made? So maybe I'm a mix of both. What are you? Leave it in the comments. Let's talk. If you have questions for me, let's talk business. I can talk business all day. Thanks for watching my videos. Sub to the channels. Like and subscribe. Have a good one.